All right, and we're back. The Kohler Show, special sports edition. We're gonna throw these episodes in here with Gambler Rob, one of my good
How's it
buddies.
going?
There's Gambler
Thanks.
Rob,
Thanks for having me.
and full attire.
Yeah, always,
he
always.
got the,
USC.
he's
Yeah,
got the tank.
visor.
He's got the visor.
Yeah, I do.
Hair
Flip flop.
immaculate.
Yeah, flip flops would be on, but we're indoors. I mean,
Yeah,
come on.
yeah.
You
You
don't
got
need.
that.
You know.
You got that like
No.
bicep vein pop in there on that.
Yeah,
That would
a
be
little
your
bit.
right arm.
A little bit. A little bit. There we go. There we go. There we go. A little bit.
Rob.
Always beach ready. Always beach ready.
Yeah. Do you live by a
Yeah,
beach?
I do not. I do not. Haven't lived by a beach for quite some time.
But you're having fun, and that's all that matters.
That's what matters. Having fun, and you're always beach ready.
Always beach ready.
Yeah, beach ready.
All right. All right. So just a little synopsis on these episodes. When Rob's been my best friend since 6th grade. We're going to be talking about sports. Anybody that doesn't want to hear about me talk about sports, then fucking leave.
Get out.
Get the fuck out. I'm sorry. Like anybody trying to put me, there's a lot of people trying to put me in the box. Like, oh, you only need to talk about your dating life, or oh, you need to talk about politics, or oh, you need to talk about fucking silly stories on the road. This is sports. This is what we talk about. It's sports. So
it's what everyone wants to hear. This is what life's about.
This is what is most important to me. It's really what my life rotates. Like,
yeah,
literally, like right now, and we'll get into football in a little bit, but like we need something. Yeah. I've started watching F1 just because like there's nothing right now to fucking.
Oh yeah. I mean, they kind of got it right going on, but no one's ever been this glued in to the Stanley Cup than right now, just because there's no sports. Yeah, there's just nothing. Yeah, they're doing good. Hey, Tampa. Hey, Lightning. They might come back.
You're a Tampa guy?
You know my relations with Tampa. I just Tampa.
I'm going Tampa too. I'm going Tampa too. No pun intended with the defense, but yeah, I'm going Tampa too, just because of the Red Wings relationship with Colorado. So.
Yeah. See, good point. See, didn't even think of it that way. Good point.
It's the only reason.
I'm not a big Avs fan either. I
don't like their logo.
I was gonna say I don't like Denver. It's just weird. Weird city.
You ever been?
Weird city. No. Only flown in.
You should come visit when I'm out there. You should come visit when I'm out there visiting.
We'll do. Oh yeah. I just the airport, the whole conspiracy thing behind it. It just,
no, I get it.
You know me.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, I one time got hammered at, I think it was like John Elway's bar, like a Coors Light bar in the like middle of flight was delayed, and I was just sitting there, But yeah, that just Denver just, I don't know. I is not a Denver guy.
No, I get it. No, it makes sense. Yeah. It's like snowy Austin.
Hey, I like the Broncos. Nuggets, good organization.
Nuggets are an okay organization.
Well, yeah, okay. we could get into that. Rockies. Rockies are an over team, so I love that.
Oh, they're hitting the overs this year. I haven't been gambling baseball because I've been in California.
They always, well, it's a home run park because of the thin air,
short field.
Ball travels farther. I don't know how it all works. I don't get the whole science behind it, but they just say thin air, ball travels farther.
But they say about kickoffs and
the two longest kicks I think of all time have been in two of the longest field goals of all time have been in Denver. Jason Elam, way back in the day, I believe. I think that was the name. Jason Elam.
That was his name. Yeah, Eagles.
Yeah, that was his name.
Or was it when he was with the Niners? It was when he was with the Niners.
No, that's David Akers. You're thinking David Akers. You're thinking David Akers.
David Akers was the one? Okay.
He did one in Lambeau. No, Jason Elam, I think, was the kicker for Denver for a long time.
Yeah, and then Prater hit one.
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody in the comments fact check us on that.
Your cups and
okay. I got the cup.
No, and then but of course the longest field goal of all time was hit in Ford Field by Justin Tucker, like week 4 or something this year.
Yeah, was it?
Was
it actually?
It was 69 yards. Yeah.
Oh shit! I don't know that.
It doinked in.
Always a doink. You love a good doink.
It was literally this year. I remember I was watching it, and the loudest guy at the bar was a Ravens fan, and I'm sitting there in all my Detroit stuff, and he's acting like it was the Super Bowl, like he was running around the bar, and I just had to sit there.
I totally get it. And I remember when Akers did it against Green Bay. Actually, I think here's a little interesting fact. Is I think in the play before was Colin Kaepernick's first snap as in NFL history as a player. They ran a Q draw. Actually,
is that the one where he had that long ass run?
No. That was a game he started in the playoffs. No, that before. I think this was the year before, it had to have been that year because he was a rookie. So before, Smith was still starting, and we were going into scores the first half playing Green Bay. We're on like the 40 on the opposite end, and they run a Q draw. They bring in Kaepernick with like 13 seconds left, thinking he's going to throw the Hail Mary. Run a Q draw. He gets like 20 yards. They call a timeout, and that's where David Akers nails the long-ass field goal.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't remember what I did 2 days ago, but I remember shit like that for some reason. I can tell you, dude, that's like, that doesn't make any sense right there, how I remember that. Yeah. Like some random ass Niner game 3 years ago, whatever.
It's always been Akers was way longer than 3 years ago, but yeah, I get it.
Yeah. David Akers was long. Yeah, we were still in high school. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Anyways,
but go ahead.
On the modern times, NBA draft this week was the big sports event, right?
Yep. Whoop. Yeah. I mean, the Stanley Cup's competing, but that was the big like marquee event for the week.
That was the big, I mean, franchises are being changed, obviously.
True.
So I would like to ask you who you think was the big winner of the NBA draft.
The big winner, I think, is the Spurs. Okay. San Antonio. San Antonio. We got a little thing with San Antonio. Marshalls. But the Spurs. They did really well. Got solid 3 starters in the first round. Pretty good. With Sean, I can't fucking say the name, so I'm not going to try. But I know that Notre Dame, Baylor grads, Ohio State guy. Just Spurs looking pretty good.
Yeah, that's so is like Sochin or Sokin or I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce his name either. But he's
Jeremy. I have him as Jeremy as his first name. So he's just Jeremy. He's just Jeremy.
Enough. He's apparently wearing Dennis. That's the guy that went to Baylor.
Is that the one who went to Baylor? Okay.
Yeah. He's wearing Dennis Rodman's number 10.
Okay. See that I like that.
And apparently he's a big Dennis Rodman. Like he dyes his hair different colors and
gotcha. He thinks the ball
he's a defensive. He's a defensive rebounding.
Likes women with only one name. Cher, Madonna, those kind of things. Yeah. Rihanna.
Did Rodman bang Rihanna? I don't think that's true. Or is that just an example?
Okay. I don't know. I'm just using an example of like single, like The Rock, just single names.
He banged The Rock?
I don't know. Maybe we just put out there that Rodman banged Rihanna. Who knows?
Breaking news. Okay.
But second winner too is just because they just seem to be doing everything right is Golden State.
Yeah.
With getting Baldwin. I mean, he played injured, 28th pick, top a 5-star recruit coming out of high school.
Yeah, he was like one of those. He's one of those guys. I think he thought he was too good because he just went to University of Milwaukee because his dad coached there when he really should have went to a real school. And that's an issue that I feel like a lot of guys are falling into right now. Is like they're like, oh, I need to play for an HBCU or I need to play for a fucking
small school, like
school or G League.
I think and basketball, sometimes I think they overthink themselves and where they need to play.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, let's just go to Duke, go to Kentucky, go to North Carolina, go to Kansas, go to like one of these big schools.
Syracuse, Michigan State. Go to the schools that make sense. UCLA.
Just Gonzaga. Go compete, put film on the tape, and like that's where the best players play anyway. So like, just go play.
Yeah, and stop with it. Oh, I don't need to play for Coach K. Well, yeah, you kind of do. You know, the guy kind of knows what he's talking about and knows what he's doing.
He's retired.
Yeah, no, I think.
You need to get with one of those teams.
Yeah, totally get it. No, I think there is a lot of times these guys they just end up going to schools and they think they're like, oh, here's where I'm going to stand out. We're going to be better here and whatnot. And just go to the right schools.
Even like LaMelo Ball, like it hurt his draft stock to go to Australia, even though he was picked number 3. But like, don't you think he would have been picked number 1 if he would have went to Duke and tore up the NCAA?
Yeah, and just
like, that's what everybody watches.
Well, everyone with the whole ball thing. I mean, that's just that's
a
whole
story for a different day.
That's a whole show for another day. I mean,
it's a different story for a different day.
Yeah, you can do everything on that. But yeah, no, I think Golden State winning with Baldwin. They're getting it at the end. He doesn't have to go into right now. That's the best situation to go in.
Yeah,
you don't have to play. You have the rotate.
They're literally too deep with starters. Like they have too deep of players that can just start on any.
Oh, they are. Oh, they're about to again in here. I would say in probably the next year. You know, who knows? Just whenever it happens, they're going to make a big trade and like send a guy and get a bunch of just like. They're just going to get like a random all-star or just get a bunch of draft capital and everyone's going to be like, oh, well, great. Now they've got the first round pick from the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah.
And it's just going to end up happening that, turns into a lottery pick, 10th pick overall. And then Golden State just gets another good player.
I mean, it's like Kuminga and Moody are going to develop even better. Like they're going to,
Wiseman.
Those are like 20-year-old guys. Yeah. Wiseman. Those are 3 guys who are all high draft picks, who are all very talented, who are all going to be like very.
And it's not like Curry, Steph, or Draymond are young or old.
Yeah, I mean, like
I know
Draymond and Clay will be the first one. Draymond and Clay will be the first ones that like fall off, but like still, like Steph is never going to not be able to shoot.
Yeah, no, it's not like I know in sports terms, 30. Once you reach the age of 30 in sports, you're like, oh no, you've tried it, but that's not how it works anymore. Now, like you can play into the ages of 40 and whatnot. No, definitely. But who do you think won the draft?
I think we all know who I'm going to say, and I think it's pretty obvious that the Pistons of Detroit, Michigan, not only like won the draft, but like kind of dominated the draft.
They definitely they were the alpha of the draft, if you would.
They fucking so we make this trade the night before, Jeremy Grant for a 2025 Milwaukee Bucks pick and 3 second-round picks. And then we move up.
Doesn't look good at the time of making it.
At the time, everybody's saying, oh, Troy Weaver's an idiot. Troy Weaver doesn't know what he's doing. Troy Weaver, he didn't get enough for Jeremy Grant. And then we go out. The top 3 picks were locked. Like that was Chalk, Banchero, Chet, Jabari. Like everybody knew those were going to 3 picks. The order went different than everybody thought because everybody thought Jabari was going to be first. He went 3rd. Whatever.
Yeah.
But then 4th, we get the luxury of picking behind the Sacramento Kings, who famously make the wrong pick year after year after year.
They got screwed in the 0-1 playoffs and they haven't recovered. they just haven't recovered.
The curse of Chris Webber, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Great team.
Great team. But
most electric NBA moments I've ever seen. Watched it. Shout out Ponce's household. Go ahead.
Anyway, so we get the luxury of picking behind the Kings, who go and admittedly, they don't need a guard because they draft a guard every year.
Yeah.
But then they take Keegan Murray, forward out of Iowa, who will probably be a pretty good
It's Iowa.
He'll be a 15 to 20 point a game
guy, average,
play defense,
lunch pail guy,
hit a few threes. He's a Harrison Barnes, so they already have on their team anyways.
He'll probably randomly win 3 championships as an 8th man on the team.
Yeah.
Totally
not on the Kings, though. But
no. He'll move down a little bit, go to Golden State in a few years, and just be a defensive specialist.
So the guy that everybody in Detroit was hoping this whole week would falls to us. Jaden Ivey out of Purdue, explosive guard. Everybody's like, this is Ja Morant with a jump shot. falls to us, who ironically is his grandpa played for the Lions and his mom played for the Detroit WNBA team.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it's interesting stuff right
just
there.
Like perfect Detroit pick. Pistons get him. The city's going wild. Like Cade Cunningham, Jaden Knight. Like that's like everybody's talking about this backcourt. And then we use the Jeremy Grant 2025 first round pick to acquire Jalen Duren at the 13th pick and Kemba Walker from the Knicks, who we're going to cut with Jeremy
they're
Grant's,
buying him out.
Yeah, we get Jeremy Grant's trade exception. So that's not even going to hurt the salary cap really that much at all. Maybe $2 million. So we not only do we have the most cap space, we got two of the youngest, probably the best guard prospect and the best center prospect, saying that Chet Holmgren isn't a center. He's probably a power forward, whatever. He's like 7'1", 190 pounds. He's very skinny. So we got probably the best center prospect, probably the best guard prospect. All for this Jeremy Grant trade. And then we're going to cut Kemba Walker. We're going to have the most cap space going in the offseason where we can go sign a Miles Bridges, go grab a veteran. And like the roster's fucking set for success. Like we don't have any, but our whole team's under the age of 23.
You guys have done the rebuild properly. The whole
it's the first time in a long time that these teams who I've been rooting for my whole life are finally going to like taking the team to scraps.
They paid attention to social media and they looked and they realized this is what we have to do.
Oh, the
whole city is going under a sports rebuild.
Besides the Tigers, everything else looks great. But like fucking,
don't the Tigers have a bunch of young guys?
We don't need to talk about the Tigers right now.
Okay. Let's not get on to negativity. Let's
stay positive. I've been saying for a year, like every year I say this, and I know that you know because you hear me complain about every GM and every coach we get.
Yeah.
But like Detroit sports fans expect the team to just like win championships like next year.
Oh yeah.
Even though we've never been that
snap
team.
Change. They accept they want to change.
And we've never been that team. And you know the people I'm talking about, the people in my friend group. And you know I can drop names, but I'm not going to drop names.
We know
who I'm going to drop. But
we know who's out there. We know you're out there.
And they want everybody to sign the next hot free agent and like spend all this money on guys. And finally, the Detroit teams are getting rid of the bad contracts, drafting well, not burying themselves in debt, and
not signing mediocre veterans.
Exactly. We don't have. We're getting rid of the Trey Flowers contracts and all those bad contracts.
Who is that? Charlie Villanueva? Is that a guy?
We can go all the way back in Detroit from the Chauncey Billups, Allen Iverson trade. Then they signed Charlie Villanueva and Ben Gordon.
I think Ben Gordon. Yeah, Ben Gordon was one.
Neither one of those guys work out. They do the Josh Smith, and they get Andre Drummond and Greg Monroe and like all these guys, Contavious Caldwell-Pope. None of these guys work out. We bury ourselves in debt. We paid Josh Smith like $5 million a season, literally from the point we signed him until like last year. It was
like a Bobby Bonilla trade.
Until like 2021. Yeah, it was like a 10-year, $6 million. Shut the fuck up, Chris. Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. This isn't out of here. You need to get out of here like your hairline. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, you need to go. They can't hear you because you're on the headphones.
I know they can't.
He said, like your hairline, you need to get the fuck out. Okay, let me kill it. No free ads. There we go. Yeah, first bottle we killed. That could be.
Okay, so picking back up, this is like a fun little tradition here on my show where like we have to halfway restart because I can't afford Zoom Plus. Anyways,
we'll get there. We're gonna get there.
The Pistons' 10-year rebuild where we were just forever like at the 8th seed.
Yeah.
And we had the Josh Smith, who was like a huge mistake. We got all these good pieces like Avery Bradley and Tobias Harris, and then we traded them and all of our first round picks to the Clippers for Blake Griffin. Yeah. And then Blake Griffin didn't even play for the Nets this year. He was on their team. Like that's how bad of a trade that was.
Yeah.
Like we literally just cut him, and then he just sucked.
What was our team name? Lob City.
Yeah,
right.
Since the DeAndre Jordan, Chris Paul.
Yeah, Chris Paul.
And then he tore his ACL, and then the Pistons traded for him. It was such a bad trade.
Yeah,
such a bad trade.
Yeah.
But the Pistons are they're finally back. I will say the Pistons are finally. We're here. We're back. We have an actual team that we can play with. Like, I think the days of 20-win seasons are over for a little while.
Yeah, the Pistons, they definitely did good. Guys, right moves. I would love for you guys to keep Kemba Walker, but that's just because
we're not going Kemba. He's gonna go to the Lakers.
Yeah. Oh, he's definitely he should win the Sixth Man of the Year award for the next few years, like for the way that the type of player he should become.
He's just that's who he is.
You know how I feel about Kemba though. Won me a lot of money back in the day. UConn.
The UConn tournament.
Great pick. Tore up the fucking Big East. Tore up the Big East. I'll just get that out there.
That fatal, that step back, it will always be like one of the greatest basketball highlights of all time.
At MSG, Jim Calhoun, let's go. And I mean, and you know how I feel about Connecticut, but that is what it is.
I mean, you called it twice. Big flex. Big flex. Big flex for you. Big flex for UConn men's basketball.
Yeah. Oh, but I support the women. I support Gino. Don't worry. I support both. I'm all supporting both sides. Women, the UConn's women basketball, phenomenal too. What was it? Not Candid. It was Moore. It was something more.
It was Brianna Stewart, I think, was her name.
There's been
Maya Moore, Brianna Stewart.
Yeah.
Was Ionesco? Was she in there too?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
I know my women's basketball players.
Yeah. Oh, big. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm a huge Aces fan. Now, Bill Lambier.
Vegas Aces. It's a fun team.
Aces. Yeah, Bill Lambier, head coach. Let's go.
Another Piston guy.
Yeah. Bad boys. Don't get me started on Bill Lambier. If you want to start a team, first pick overall should be Bill Lambier.
Right now, it's just.
Okay. Well, maybe. Let's say in the character culture pick, Bill Lambier is number 1 overall.
Mine's gonna be Ron Artest. But anyways.
Bill Lambier and Ron Artest on the same team. Just
you call it the black and blue team.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just go home. The
black and blue boys.
Yeah. Oh,
but yeah. No, that's. I mean. Right now, I'm at a spot where I can't stop getting
my top 5 lineup of all time. I'll let you know one day. One day.
Okay,
it's an electric lineup. Yeah, it's an electric lineup.
We're already like an hour into this episode, and we picked the first topic, and I've yelled at Chris about his receding hairline. It's been a rough.
We talk a lot.
Okay, and then the next thing I wanted to talk about, because this is just. I don't hate a lot of people.
You really don't.
I don't dislike.
I do the hating. I do the hating out of them.
You're usually the hater.
Group. Yeah.
But going into the NBA draft last night, one big piece of news, and I don't even know how to put it into words how annoying Kyrie Irving is. But he's literally the worst human being I think on the planet, possibly. Like, I think he's probably worse.
From you.
I think he's worse than Putin.
See, that's.
I think he's worse than Putin.
Did you just hear that comparison? That's how bad he thinks of him. Yeah,
Kyrie Irving is worse than Putin. Like, literally,
a guy who's going to war with another country right now. He thinks that a starting point guard. For the Brooklyn Nets is worse than.
I think if I was in a room with a gun with one bullet with Putin and Kyrie, it would be a tough decision. Honestly,
it's because it's what matters more to you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is.
And I don't want to sound
Kyrie
like a vain person, but I've never been to Ukraine.
Your life than Putin, and we're not saying we don't care about that stuff. But it's just who's had more of an immediate impact on another's life.
Kyrie's just not a good person.
He won a championship because another guy came back.
That's great. And I'm so happy for him. But he's just he does that thing, like he forced his way out of Cleveland because he was like, "Oh, I'm not the main guy." So he goes to the Celtics. He doesn't have fun with the Celtics, so he's like, "Oh, I don't want to be with the Celtics." So he gets traded to the Nets, and then he sits out the bubble, and then like they get this team with him. Or did he set out the bubble with the Celtics or with the Nets? I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters.
I don't even know when he's played or what he's done anymore. And let me tell you this: living in New York, nobody gives a crap about the Nets. Dude, they don't even exist out there, in their opinion. It's like the Knicks, and then the Nets are like a division, that's like a Division III basketball team, in the opinion of New Yorkers.
He does that. He gets like. They're going to play in the bubble. They finally get everything approved where everybody can play basketball during the COVID year, which, by the way, COVID was such a fucking fallacy. Like, everybody freaked the fuck out. And I don't even want to get into on that. But it was never a big deal. It was never a big deal at all the whole time. And they do that, and they go, and he's like, "Oh, I'm not going to play because." And then he's like racial injustice, and like I'm not going to play. And like all this stuff completely contradicts. It completely contradicts everything he's saying. He does that. They go out. They get Durant. They get Harden. They got this super team with all. They got Blake Griffin and LaMarcus Aldridge. And
they have Ben Simmons.
Joe Harris. I mean, they traded James Harden. That Ben Simmons is a whole. That's his own thing.
Yeah, that's a whole. Yeah, well, that's another show.
Basketball players are a lot of basketball players are just complete pussies.
I don't understand basketball.
I don't know. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. Continue that.
I mean, it's because their contracts are fully guaranteed. But he does all that, and then now he goes through all this stuff. He barely plays this year because of the vaccine. He doesn't want to get vaccinated, so now he doesn't want to get vaccinated, so he won't. So he was doing it because of COVID and racial injustice, and then he won't get vaccinated, which like kind of completely contradicts itself. And then he sits out basically like 80% of the games, barely plays. Nets suck. They trade
get bounced
Harden
in the first round. They
get bounced in the first round, like with this super team of all these amazing players.
Then they get swept.
I don't know. I think they might have won one.
Because they also Boston, right? I think it was Boston,
yeah, it was Boston.
Yeah.
It was Boston. I can't remember if they won one or
not.
Yeah,
who knows? Yeah.
Either way, it's
here's what I got to say. So Kyrie's gonna opt in. He's going to. Everyone that
that's what this is all leading up to. And then the night of the draft, he's like, "Oh, I don't know if I want to play for the Nets anymore."
The guy.
So now he's trying to force his way out of playing for the Nets, which is just. Go ahead.
Just in a sports thing, you think the guy's going to opt out of a $36 million guarantee? I mean, if he does that, he really is proving that he thinks the earth is flat, because that would be the dumbest thing to ever fucking do. I mean,
he's made so many consecutive dumb moves that you think that he would probably do it just so
that is true. He wants to force himself to the Lakers, where they can offer him possibly $6 million. I think it's something around those lines. I could be wrong on that. I don't understand NBA trades. The roster, I don't get it.
It basically, if he just straight up declined it and then went to the Lakers, it would have to be on like a mid-level exception.
Yeah, if he opts out of $36 million guaranteed, just come on, man. I mean,
but like that's the thing about the NBA. He'll just opt in it and then just not play.
Exactly. Yeah, it's what he could do. He did that last year, but he's not leaving the Nets unless it's on a sign and trade.
Yeah.
If anyone thinks that, and no, here's what I think is the Nets are going to try to keep it all together. Maybe add a third piece to try to make the team better.
Well, I mean, the team's still not bad because they do have Ben Simmons who will play next year. You would think.
You'd think, but who knows with that situation? And here's what I'm going to just say: I think Durant needs to leave. I think Durant needs to leave, and I think the team he needs to go to is Miami. I think that's the team for Durant.
Yeah, Durant to Miami. We were listening to the the Pistons, not the Pistons, but like the Detroit sports radio, and everybody on there was saying like the Pistons are going to make a move for Kevin Durant. And I just think that's absolutely insane.
I don't think that would be smart. Not at all. I think Kevin Durant needs to go down to Miami, play with a team that's purely defensive, we're just going to stop you and beat the crap out of you. And then we're going to have one guy with the ball in his hand, and he's going to score all the points.
Yeah. It's just,
I think that would be the best case for the scenario. And I think that is what should happen. And if Durant leaves, then Kyrie.
You grab me one too? Sorry, Andrew's back there.
I just threw my pencil while doing that.
Andrew's good in the background. Chris is not, because Andrew's at least not yelling in the background.
No, yeah, he's at least knowing what to do. He's trying.
Thank you.
Hey, by the way, Drew. Hey there.
Hey, Shat.
Yeah.
I'm recording a podcast with him and hopefully our friend Kevin tomorrow, so we'll have another episode out here.
There we go.
We got 3 episodes this week recorded.
Please, if I can reframe, no government names. But no, I think what's going to happen though with Kyrie at the end is I think KD is going to leave. He's going to take off, figure out that this is not working.
KD's got 3 years on his deal.
Yeah, but can he leave? I mean, these NBA players can force their way out in any.
But like what they're saying is his trade package would be the biggest in NBA history, like the amount that would need to be given up to get Kevin Durant. So
I could see it happening.
I don't know who that's gonna be, but I get it.
But I think KD is gonna choose to leave, take off, and that's gonna implode the Kyrie thing. He thinks everything's gonna work out. He thinks he's gonna end up with the Lakers. Probably it's not gonna happen. And then this is going to be a bad thing, but just for some reason, this is where like these type of players, these mid-level all-stars end up. He's going to end up with the Dallas Mavericks. Mark Cuban's going to pay him big money.
KD?
It's just
or Kyrie?
No, Kyrie.
Okay, I kind of like that though.
Small market, that Dallas is like a big small market. Like
I would really like that team.
That would be
Dallas is a big money city.
Yeah, well, they think they are.
And Mark Cuban's a big time owner, but like
they are. But they're the third biggest city in Texas, so they're really not that big time.
I mean,
Houston and Austin.
It's where a lot of the money is.
Houston and
Austin's coming, and Houston's huge. But
Austin and San Antonio kind of mixed together, so that's why I factor in that area. That's
true. It is pretty much connected at this point.
Yeah, if basically a lot of people, if we wanted to go to a Spurs game from Austin, it's not that hard.
No, I mean, I did it for the Elite Eight.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I think the Nets are going to implode. Honestly, I don't think they're going to be able to work it out. Players are going to leave. It's just not going to happen with KD and Kyrie. Like it's just not a combo. Now maybe KD sticks around and they take off from Kyrie, but I just don't see it happening. Now to me, Dallas, they still they need to go get Rudy Gobert. Gobert, Ricky Rubio.
The Christian Wood trade was great for them.
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson leaving is like a big thing, and they still have Dinwiddie. But they literally just need shooters around Doncic.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Dallas. Yeah. Well, you know what I'm going. Rudy Gobert, Porzingis, Doncic.
Porzingis is gone.
Is he gone?
Yeah, they traded him for Dinwiddie and I think a few.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know that. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's a bummer.
No, they got rid of.
I'm just going for the international superstar team. I think we need one of those.
I was pulling so hard for Giannis.
Was it Leandro Barbosa? Wasn't that guy? Oh yeah. We get Giannis. We get Giannis down there. That gives us.
Well, I mean, there last year there was that thing where it's like, is Giannis gonna try and leave Milwaukee? And I was like, if Giannis leaves Milwaukee and goes to the Mavericks with Porzingis and Doncic, that would be such a sick team.
Yeah.
Just like just a team of long European.
Yeah, it's just European force. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess you couldn't call them, but you could call them. I don't know. I don't know what you could call them. Like red team.
No, stop.
Okay. We'll stop that one right there.
Let's wrap up the episode with the last thing. NFL training camps. The dates have been announced. I know the Lions start July 23rd, I believe, or 24th is Lions' first day of camp. Yeah. We obviously have Hard Knocks. I don't know when the 49ers' first day of training camp is.
July 26th is when we report.
So you guys
veterans and rookies.
Oh, same.
We don't segregate. Okay. Yeah, we don't segregate. We have
rookies and veterans. But yeah, it's just like it's right there, and we're right at the part of sports season where like the NBA is done. Hockey has like maybe a few games, 2 games left.
Hockey's got 2 or 3. They got 3 games left in max, 2 if anything. We're that year where you're salivating over the college football first week. You're getting excited.
I'm really just like I would watch Hawaii versus San Jose State right now. Like
exactly. Right now,
I really just want to watch a game.
Right now, you're excited for those preseasons where you're like, all right, yeah, hey, BJ Daniels, that's who I'm going to get excited for. Our quarterback, he's going to tear it up. Weeks 2, the Cody Pickett, the Ken Dorseys, the Tim Rattays of the league. Those are the guys you get excited about right now. And then
it's just we're gonna have to live in this limbo for the next month and a half, and it's gonna be rough, especially for a sports show. So I don't know how we're gonna keep coming up with topics besides guys getting hurt. Now, but
I wish I had it. Actually, I don't know why I checked my pockets like it was gonna do anything there. But right now, I wish that week 1 game of college football where you're just randomly excited because it's like a good match. It's like the Oregon versus Boise State where you're like, no, that's a game to watch because Boise this year they got a few returners. You're like this is gonna be something to watch. You're getting excited. I think Notre Dame plays Navy this year in Dublin. Already excited.
That's an exciting game.
Yeah, you get pumped for that week 1. And now, especially with the way colleges work, Big Ten always starts off hot. I mean, last year we had Ohio State, Minnesota, I think week 1.
Yeah, it was a pretty good game for the first 3 quarters.
Yeah, and Minnesota team to watch out for this year.
I mean, that was a big reason why I took Oregon to beat Ohio State last year was because that Minnesota game. I'm like, they can beat them with the run. That's all it is.
Parlay.
That was one of the best parlays I've ever put in.
Oh, that was one of. And you guys just don't understand. One of the best parlays ever put in.
Anyway, we'll get more to that. But being on the road, my college pro football, like the games I'm going to this year, it's insane. All the tailgates I'm gonna be at.
I just want to be there. Now I'm not doing it anymore because I'm not on the East Coast back in Vegas. I just look forward to the 8:00, 9:00 kickoff of like Wyoming versus Colorado State, where you're just chasing at the end of the day. You're like, damn, this wasn't a great day gambling, but we got these last Mountain West games. Let's just put the house on them, see if we can make it all back and bring it all back. And you're sitting there at like 11:30, just cheering for a field goal.
I'm ready to gamble.
You're just cheering. You're just sitting there going over. And then they hit a field goal and you're just like, yes. And you're in like a village pub, putters, PTs, something like that, and everyone's looking at you like, what the hell's wrong with this guy?
And then you hit the button for another bet 1 Keno.
Yeah, exactly.
You hit an 8 spotter.
All right, thank you. Yeah.
Boom, bang.
Oh. Then you're feeling electric, and then that's the Vegas feel you're looking for, right?
And that's the itch we constantly chase. But
yeah.
Oh man.
But
college
football.
Anyways, first episode in the books. How you feeling about it?
Oh, electric.
First episode back because we've done episodes in the past and like we had previous shows, but this is like
been there up and down. Yeah, this felt good. No, this is good. I like a better setup. Currently moving, but we're working on it.
Chris kind of ruined the whole thing. Andrew kind of made the whole thing. So
yeah, I mean, Chris, you got caught on the one. We all know. We know.
Anyways, we're gonna wrap it here. First episode of Kohler Sports Show. Good night.